All right, hi everybody, and welcome back. It is Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy joining you with some live FIFA here, bringing you the game. We've got Team USA and Italy, an opportunity. I am not Derek Ray or Lee Dixon, nor is Kit, but we are on the mics and excited to call this one for you. Both of us have a pedigree in playing soccer as youngsters and continuing to do some of our fun sports sims. We did some a couple of weeks ago, so doing another one now here with Team USA. So, Kid, how are we doing today?
Yeah, very well. Excited to bring this one to you live. A little bit of World Cup friendly action here between USA and Italy. Thought it'd be fun to see Italy here since they just won the Euro Cup, and there was a lot of interest here in the States to see the Euro Cup. There was a lot of good games there. Not sure everybody loved the way it ended, but this is certainly an opportunity for soccer fans to check out a little USA versus Italy action.
Absolutely. All right. Without further ado, let's get this going. Again, it will be CPU versus CPU. It's on the highest level, which is called Legendary in this particular game. So let's bring it to you. Josh Sargent, the striker, going to start immediately for Team USA. Back into the middle, Ty Adams, center midfielder here. They run a 3-4-3, and that ball goes a little strong and out of the touchline. Italy with a throw-in in their powder blue jerseys.
Yeah, just a little bit errant there. Kind of missed a little bit strong, like you mentioned, and just a little bit of early jitters, looks like.
Here's Immobile up at the top of a more, well, they've got kind of a wacky lineup too. It's like a 4-1-3-1 kind of a thing for Italy. Jorginho, of course, who plays his club ball for Manchester City. Playing around a little bit. Nice deflection in the middle. Ty Adams quickly to Josh Sargent. Can the Americans counter here? He's got some pace on the left side with some teammates. Sargent goes back to the middle instead, goes deep right side, wide open on the right side. DeAndre Yedlin, he's coming in at the corner, and he rips it, and it's deflected by the defense and cleared away safely. Nice run there from DeAndre Yedlin, though.
Yeah, creative little action out there on the sideline. He pushed nicely, got some clearing space out on the perimeter, but then really didn't do much with it. It was a little bit too hesitant.
I agree. I agree with his hesitancy. The game telling you to watch Christian Pulisic. He's the left winger for the Americans. Of course, plays his club ball for Chelsea. Arguably the best American soccer player in the world on the planet right now. And certainly a leader of this team. And if they want to go finish qualifying strongly and have a real chance of running deep into the World Cup this year, they're going to need Pulisic to be world-class for the majority of the tournament.
Yeah, Abe, we're just excited that you're here. Glad to have you on. And yeah, maybe you will learn something about soccer.
That's right. Insigne back to Immobile in the middle. Jorginho again. USA not really in a hurry to press now. They step up and press. Barea in the middle. Little 1-2 action. Nice footwork, and it's going to be taken away there. Nice play from Weston McKenzie, who's probably the second best American soccer player in the world, center midfielder Weston McKenzie. Back up quickly, Immobile now in the middle. And Barea again being checked by the United States. McKenzie pushing again. Nice tackle there. And remember old Claudio Reyna, Kid, back in the day?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That's his kid, Giovanni Reyna, who's a very, very talented. He's like 19 years old, but he's a really, really good player for Team USA as well.
Awesome.
As Josh Sargent kind of pops a ball into the middle to no one, Italy dispossesses and quickly counters the other way. Back with Immobile.
Yeah, I like seeing that, get a little bit of the bloodlines going in soccer. That's, USA soccer in general, it took a long time to really get going, but it finally does have a little bit of momentum behind it. The youth program's finally starting to feed some very talented players up to the upper levels, and it's good to see them being competitive.
Sure in the corner, and it's a goal. Zach Steffen beat to the left post. Ciro Immobile with a wicked left foot. Italy takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a quick strike there. That was such a nice goal. He had just a little bit of bend on it out to the outside and hits that post. Nicely done there from Immobile.
Let's watch the build up here. Pass up to the middle. USA's line, you can see them get overlapped a little bit there. Immobile turns and fires Zach Steffen. Unfortunately, no chance there. You can see Brooks, number 6, beaten by Immobile. And that's in the corner. And that's 1-0 for the Italians. Unfortunately for us as American soccer fans.
That's right.
All right, let's see if this maybe wakes up the USA a little bit, gets them a little bit more aggressive. They haven't even put a shot yet on Donnarumma, the goalkeeper who plays for PSG and or Paris Saint-Germain, if you are not a European club soccer fan, which is one of the best teams in Europe, as you might imagine.
Yeah, they've really had one opportunity that was kind of wasted with that little bit of hesitancy that we talked about, but they really need to generate some more pressure. They've allowed Italy just to kind of hang on the offensive side and not really producing a lot of pressure on their own. They're going to need some here if they're going to level this match.
I'm with you. Jorginho again. He actually plays for Chelsea, not Man City. I have my teams backwards. So actually a teammate of Christian Pulisic's. Now here's Barea. Can he get the through ball through? He doesn't see the run, or he just doesn't like the run. And they drop it back once again. Here's Ciro Immobile, the goal scorer. Little 1-2 game with Jorginho. And now dispossessed by Ty Adams in the middle. Adams quickly to the left side. Now they try to go up to Josh Sargent, who again plays at the top of this 3-4-3 setup for the Americans.
Yeah, the Americans just giving the ball back too quickly here.
Yep, and here's Immobile with some space. Now he goes back to the right foot. Now he's going to be checked and dispossessed by Jordan Brooks. Nice play there by Brooks. And now Adams with a little bit of space back to Weston McKennie in the middle. McKennie deep to the right side. Can he chase onto it? Reyna, and it's just going to be a little too strong for Reyna to run onto, unfortunately.
Yeah, they were really just trying to work some space out there on the wing, but not, there was a defender at home, so kind of interesting that he went a little bit too deep and then gave the defender a better run at it than his man.
Giovanni Reyna is his name, is Claudio's son. Immobile in the middle. Still a 1-2 game. Italy content to possess the ball here in the midfield. Possession stats are going to be wildly disproportionate. Here's a runner, but nice job by the USA back line to pull up. That runner knew he was going to be offsides, and he's got to change his mind. And now dispossessed by Ream, and they're going to call a foul. Unfortunate now. Really good opportunity for a free kick for the Italians.
Yeah, it just looked like a little bit of an errant hand there, kind of holding the shoulder, but otherwise a nice defensive play there to take the ball away, but unfortunately gets called here, and they're going to get a free kick out of it. 25 yards out. Florenzi is the one. He's going to go over the wall and easily into the hands of Zach Steffen. Goalkeeper Zach Steffen, of course, who is at Manchester City after leaving the MLS. Now here's Dest on the left side. He's the left back, and he's got some pace all the way up to the left side. Is he going to cross it here? And instead he brings the ball back. And now the cross comes in a little later. Looked in the middle and dispossessed by the Italians. Josh Sargent, number 9, was on the receiving end of that play. But unfortunately, no real threat to put a shot on goal. Italians now through the midfield, finally dispossessed again there. Now Brooks over to the right side. There is Giovanni Reyna with Verratti on his back. Played a little bit of an advantage there from the referee. Weston McKenzie goes back to Reyna now. He's got some space on the right wing here for Giovanni Reyna. Similarly working on Spinazzola. Now DeAndre Yedlin. Continuing to dribble Yedlin. Nice little flick of the ball. Now some space for Reyna, and he's inside the 18. Fakes the cross. Back to Yedlin. Now top of the box. Americans have something here. Are they going to be too patient, or at some point you got to let one go here, boys? Yeah, I really need to see more crossing action to the center. They've got to find somebody on a run and hit them to get a shot out here.
You can see the runners in the box moving back and forth, and now that one does go to the middle, and absolutely nobody near the receiving end of that one. That's a wasted opportunity from the Americans on their first real moment of possession. And now quickly on the counterattack, Verratti up to Immobile, and once again the Italians are pushing. Little tap to the outside. Barea in the middle, Verratti. Back to Barea, doesn't like that shot from 22. Tipped away, and Dest dispossesses up to Josh Sargent in the middle. There is Weston McKennie. Once again, lots of space. He flips over the top. Nice run by Reyna. He's got it inside. What's he doing? He goes back in the middle to Sargent. Take that shot, Reyna.
Oh, yeah, he had all kinds of space out there on the wing. That was actually a beautiful position. He had a nice little run out on the outside. He really had an opportunity. He just doesn't take advantage of it, though.
Actually going to get an offsides call here. You can see there the awesome graphics team here at Nagy on Sports putting that one together for us. Barea once again in the middle of the field, dribbling around that circle here in the 39th minute of the game. 1-0 Italy on the left boot of Ciro Immobile. And now dispossessed, and here's Weston McKennie once again in the middle. He flips up to Sargent, flick out to the left side. Our first touch, real touch of the game for Christian Pulisic, and it's a nice one up to Dest. And he goes back to Pulisic now. Pulisic with opportunity, and he kind of just leads it there. Adams was running on just a yard in front of him. Their first real goal-scoring chance, and it's swooped up and taken care of by the Italian keeper.
Yeah, almost like he couldn't decide whether he wanted to take the shot or pass the ball. He kind of ended up in between the two, and the goalie comes up with an easy save because it wasn't really a shot, but it was more on goal than it was supposed to be for a pass.
Now here again on the other end of that counterattack, Immobile into Barea. Barea's two-stepping with the ball. Excuse me, I almost called it the football. And back to the goalkeeper, Stefanu is quickly up to McKennie, who heads it on. And now Josh Sargent, they've got a little bit of numbers here. If they push, here's Adams, here's Christian Pulisic. Nice through ball to Josh Sargent. Adams, Pulisic. And now, unfortunately, they've waited for the Italian back line to come through. A through ball, and nobody was making that run. And dispossessed once again. Yeah, the Italians with the ball in the midfield.
It was the right idea, though, that through ball as the USA takes the ball away again here. Nice pressure being produced finally. They need to get this goal back, but it was the right idea, that little through ball. They just didn't have the runner in the spot. He had the ball in the right spot, just need to get the runner to go with it.
Indeed. Immobile at the top of the key. Plays his club ball for Lazio in Italy. Jorginho again from Chelsea. Barea now with a runner if he wants him. He sees him, but nicely dispossessed there by Brooks. And that's going to do it here for the first half. 1-0. Here Italy with the lead on the boot of Ciro Immobile. And there you can see him, the goal scorer. And actually, I need to go check on my dinner. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Kit will talk to you further about the first half stats.
I'm not sure if it's coming up with stats here, but anyway, we can talk about the first half anyway and how it kind of went. We saw early lack of pressure from the U.S. side. This is a replay here of the Immobile goal. Very nicely done to get the ball out to him, and he had a nice attacking position, able to sneak one past the keeper there. But yeah, that's the score line at halftime. Italy coming up early in the 15th minute with that early goal, and then and there we go. There's the possession as we expected, 63-37. That really is the tail of the tape right now. It's just that possession differential is such a big difference. Only one shot on goal for the U.S., two for Italy. Of course, one of them being the goal scorer at the 15th minute. And the U.S. started to pick up their possession as we went on early. It was probably 10% or less, but they did finally start to pick it up. But they did have some nice defensive plays as a result of all that pressure, also to take the ball away at times.
Absolutely. They're going to need more here, certainly in the second half. Appreciate that delay. That slight delay there, as I had to run and check. You don't want to burn dinner while you're simming. That's not a good combination. Yeah, that wouldn't. Kid, I also forgot to mention with my rosters up, I'm not looking at the chat at all. So if anybody's chatting, I'll Have to ask you to handle that as well.
Yep, no, I'm watching it. It's been pretty quiet, just Abe Lincoln in there.
Honest Abe loves himself some soccer. All right, here's Berea now in the middle of the field. Up to Immobile once again, drops back at 2. Jorginho. Chiesa, first real time we've called his name out there on the right side here, bottom of your screen. Going 1v1 with Dest. And now dispossessed, and now Christian Pulisic quickly in the middle. Ty Adams. They're pushing up all the way to Sargent now. Lots of runners in white. Can they find one? They do. Right side. And it's Reyna. Can he take a go? And he's going to go dispossessed as he tried. Got a little too cute back to the middle to Weston McKennie, and it did not work. Wanted him to be a little more aggressive with that one, personally speaking.
Yeah, no, they really do need to be more aggressive with those wingers. They've gotten such nice space out on the wings. They just need crossing balls. They need runners and crossing balls. They're not using that tactic. They're kind of kicking back to try to get it to the center again, and it's really not working for them.
Yep. Nicely dispossessed there by Brooks. John Brooks plays for Wolfsburg in Germany. And he is a nice anchor at the back of that back line here. Here is Dest. Sergino Dest. He plays for Barcelona. So you're starting to. It's always good when our best players are actually playing at like pretty high level club teams. For a while, I know there was a big movement of like, we just got to have MLS guys. It's like, no, maybe we just want the best players. Reyna back in the middle. Ty Adams. Adams now with 2 defenders on him, and he's quickly back. Here is McKennie to Gio Reyna. Reyna at the top of the box, and he's going to be poked away by Bonucci, but he gets the ball back quickly. Here's a little run. Oh, he saw Pulisic. That would have been a great scoring opportunity. Nicely boot into the passing path there by the defender, and unfortunately no dice for that run.
Yeah, that one felt like a little bit better pressure there, a little more opportunity than they've had in the center, because they actually had it center field where you can take your best shots from, but they really aren't able to come up with much as they get dispossessed a little bit before they're able to take that shot.
Here's Berea. He's got the left boot. If he wants it, and he rips it, and it's a goal for Italy. Just too much space given up by Tim Ream. The defender places ball at Fulham, a top EPL team, but that time the left boot was just too much to handle. And look at this sweet little back heel here from number 14 right there. And then he's just right into the middle, and then Ream, actually it's John Brooks, number 6, who doesn't want to dispossess without fouling. And look at Zach Steffen. He has absolutely no chance of playing that ball, and another goal for the Italians.
Yeah, no chance at that one at all, and that's what we've been begging the U.S. to do, taking that ball to the center where they have the better angles and better shots on goal. Now, the defense really didn't do themselves any favor there, because that's where they needed to contest with the solid tackle, but they really just kind of let them do it.
Absolutely. So Nicolo Barella plays his club ball at Inter Milan, center midfielder, makes this a 2-0 game, and so now the Americans in some real trouble. Gio Reyna now in the middle of the field. Nice little run on from Ty Adams, his other center midfielder. Ty Adams up to the corner of the box, sort of fakes a shot, but now there's just so many blue jerseys packing the box. I'm not really sure what Adams' end game is here. Christian Pulisic now. Maybe Pulisic. Oh, nice little spin move now up to Adams. He's into the box, but still now being forced out by some good Italian defense. And yeah, you're right, kid. Just not a lot of creative ball movement into the middle. There's just a lot of guys, like, you're not going to dribble through the entirety of the Italian defense.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to either cross early, hit one of those runners in the center, or
Yes.
they need to reset, recage in the center of the field and push up again. I mean, it's got to be one of those two things, and they're really not doing either of them.
Yeah, I'm with you. Here's Ty Adams. He tries to go high, and it's deflected off the defender and dispossessed. Nice little cute back heel there now. Verratti now up to Ciro Immobile, who scored the first goal early for the Italians now here in the 63rd minute. Dispossessed. Here's Reyna. Flicks it to the middle to Josh Sargent, who is back to McKennie. And now a big time ball. Look all the way over on the left side is Dest waiting for it. He's got plenty of space. And again is dispossessed by Florenzi, just waiting too long, not willing to throw that thing into the middle. Again, Sergino Dest from Barcelona.
Yeah, this game has been all about way open wings. They're really just giving them the wings out on the outside, and then knowing that the U.S. has been very tentative out there, not really willing to take a shot to the middle, or not really a shot, but a crosser to the middle to set up something, or maybe reset out to the center as well.
Absolutely. Back into the box. Here's Christian Pulisic being guarded by Florenzi. Now Chiesa comes to help him. Christian Pulisic 1v2, and that's not going to end very well for him. Florenzi out to Barea, the second goal scorer here now in the 68th minute of play. Italy with a 2-0 lead here in this international friendly as we lead up to the World Cup again. Again, both Kit and I have an interest and some experience playing soccer at moderately high club levels, at least for kids growing up in Central Ohio. So something that we may do like a mock World Cup or something. Could be kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
DeAndre Yedlin now into the middle. Little chipped pass to Ty Adams. Now again to Josh Sargent. Flicked up to the right side and now taken away in the middle. And he had an opportunity to split the defenders, just could not quite possess it. And it's taken again to the ground. Josh Sargent plays his club ball for Werder Bremen in Germany. So again, just talent all over this roster, at least as much as they've had in years. Only like 2 or 3 guys from MLS teams even on the roster right now. Here's, watch out, Stefan's got to press that ball, and he doesn't. And that's an easy goal, and that's probably all she wrote. Verratti is the goal scorer. And unfortunately for the U.S., this one looks like it's going to end in a rout here today. Marco Verratti, also from PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, with the third goal of the game. And look at Zach Steffen here. He's just got to come out and commit, cut down that angle. Instead, he just sort of waits, and there's no chance to take that ball.
Yeah, much too tentative on Steffen's part there for sure. You gotta attack that as the goalkeeper. He doesn't makes it much too easy for Verratti. He really had an easy shot there on goal, and realistically, that attack, I mean, that is what Italy has been doing all game long. Is exactly what the U.S. needed to be doing. They've had so many opportunities out on the wings, but it's not in the wings where they're succeeding if they're not going to be crossing. And Italy has been playing more of a center field attack game where they get little mini runs up the middle and just through balls to get up to that next level, and that's working great for them. That's what the U.S. needs to be doing in this one, and really hasn't had any success doing.
Absolutely. 2 subs for the Americans. Kellen Acosta checks in. As now a great through ball and a wide open Chiesa, and it's 4-0 now. Just pouring it on as the back line of the United States has crumbled and fallen apart here, and the Euro champions showing why right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really nicely done. Such a nifty little pass here. We're going to watch this one again as he's just that nifty little through ball attacking from the wing to get himself into the center, and the defender's not in a good position to take the ball away. He's well behind the play, and then, Steffen has zero chance of getting that one. He's just right on top of him. And again, goalkeeper needs to attack there. He needs to come up to the ball, but the problem being he had other attackers, and a quick little pass off would have also worked, because if he commits to that goal scorer, then he's got or potential goal scorer, then he's got others behind him that are probably going to score anyway.
Federico Chiesa, right winger from Juventus, makes it 4-0. And again, maybe of the 4 goals, maybe realistically Zach Steffen could have played that third one a little bit tighter and cut down the angle, but really they've been pretty wide open shots. He really has had no prayer on most of them today.
Yeah, no, it's really been the defense that's been at fault here. They've really not contested a lot. They've been out of position in a number of spots, and unfortunately that's really made Steffen's life really quite difficult. But credit Italy being very creative with their attacks, the very thing that we've been begging the U.S. to do with their attacks, and just really petering out on the wings where they, very, very open, but not finding ways to get the ball into the middle to take shots.
Absolutely. Now the Italians just content to dribble this one and pass this one away in the midfield, although still looking to attack here. Have had the U.S. on their heels really most of the game.
Yeah, surprisingly aggressive with the scoreline the way it is.
course, now he's dribbling backwards, but
that's more of a taunt than anything else.
That's true. So we
was
do sim.
untimely.
We do sim on Legendary, which is their version of all Madden, the highest level of simulated. I've still been playing with some of the online sliders to try to make it as realistic as possible, but just kind of as you pointed out, Kit, even the guy who made the sliders says he doesn't see enough long shots and crosses. So
Yeah.
he's like, please help me if any of you have experience. So there's not quite a Mat 10 expert in terms of FIFA sliders, unfortunately. But here's some space in the middle now for Kellen Acosta, who just checked on. Nice little over the top to Weah, who checked in. A great save. The first one of the game for Donnarumma. Tim Weah, who just checked in for Josh Sargent. Look at that angled shot and a great save. But the first real chance in, 60 minutes of play, and a corner coming up for the Americans.
Yeah, that was their very first shot on goal. That was a legit shot and a legit threat. Beautiful little volley there. What a nice off the shoulder as it drops, hits it on the volley. Very, very dangerous shot there, but nicely played by the goalkeeper.
Indeed. Sub here for Weston McKennie is Brendan Aronson. He plays for a team in Austria called Red Bull Salzburg. That sounds pretty amazing. So they go short on the corner, which is not always my preference. Pulisic now has moved over to the right side, probably because he's the one who took the corner. He floats it into the middle to Weah, and he's going to get it headed out in front of him. Italians, again, no real need to in the 87th minute, but they're countering. Florenzi on the right side now. He seems content to pull this one back, as they probably just try to park the bus here and put us out of our misery here. 4-0. Again, 88th minute of play now at Nagy on Sports. We do 10-minute halves when we sim FIFA. That feels about right. In no way do we need to do 45-minute halves. So it feels like there's enough soccer, enough opportunity to see some things. And again, we are experimenting with a few different sports. We'll never go away from Madden. It still is the most important thing that we will sim, but these are a little bit shorter, a little bit of chance to pop them in here now and then. So we do appreciate your feedback and your comments on these videos. If it's something that you'd like to see again, maybe like a little World Cup tournament or something coming up here, could be pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be a good time. And of course, we are trying to expand some of our breadth of viewership and
Sure.
some of our subscription and all that. But no, we
right.
do enjoy many sports and here at Nagy on Sports, and this is certainly one of them. So trying to bring more to the fan base, but then of course, like Phil mentioned, the NFL is our first love, and it will be the bread and butter and heart and soul of the channel, and always will be.
And that's going to do it. Americans cannot even get a shot off there at the end. Just 2 minutes of stoppage time, which goes pretty quick. So 4-0. Plenty of exciting soccer action. Just unfortunately for the wrong colored jersey, if you're an American fan here today. 4-0 will be the final on this international friendly. Italy beating the United States.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think the U.S. have a lot to take away from this game. They need to find ways to get the ball to the center, to attack more effectively. Really, that last push was nice. They didn't get a goal out of it, but that at least will build a little bit of confidence that that kind of stuff could be good things down the road for this team. So we'll see what they can do from here. But obviously, with the reigning champs in the Euro Cup, a tall order here for the U.S.
That's true. We did stack the deck a little bit for them. So, all right. Well, again, everybody, we appreciate you being on. You guys are the best. It is the summer of subscription. If you haven't yet subbed the channel, we would really appreciate it as we make our push for 1,000, just so that YouTube gives us some money. I promise I'll never yell at you to smash that like button or click the bell, etc. But we do appreciate all of our subscribers, new and old. You guys really are the best, and the straw that stirs the drink here at Nagy on Sports. So today we'll say go Italy because they won. But as always, go